I literally bet that if I was going to ask you, when do you receive your manifestation? What is the point at which you receive your manifestation? Even the word manifestation is literally a limitation, guys, but we all know what I'm meaning when I say that. When you are wanting to bring something about in your life, what is the point at which you actually receive it? It is not the point when it pops up into your physical reality with a little bow on it. That is not the point at which you receive your manifestation. And if you are waiting or expecting to see that, then you haven't actually received your manifestation, and you probably won't. And it isn't even like you are receiving something. It's more that you are allowing yourself to see something that you already have, or allowing something that you already have to show up to you. But obviously it feels like you're receiving that. It feels like it pops up for you, right? It feels like it pops into your matrixy little bubble that you have. But really what is happening is that your awareness, the mirror of your awareness is revealing. Words are so frustrating sometimes. It is the point at which you allow the veil to be fully lifted within your actual internal awareness, and then it immediately is reflected back to you by the mirror that is your 3D reality. So you're not receiving something in that sense, but that is obviously how it feels experientially when you do, it pops up for you. So the point though is that when the point at which you actually do receive your manifestation is not when it is reflected back to you in the mirror. And there's so many biblical scriptures and similar types of, everyone's saying the same shit, guys. It's literally, it's not that complex. It's been said by everyone since the beginning of time, like biblical scriptures, religion, spiritualists, literally everyone. They're all saying the same thing. But the point at which you actually receive or accept your desire as done, as yours, as the decision that you've made, as the person that you've decided to become and be, that is the point where you receive your manifestation. It is an inside job. It is a recognition. That is the point at which you receive it, and the point at which you experience it fully before you ever see it in the 3D. That is when you experience it. That is when you receive it. You literally receive it before you can ever see it. Like, you might as well just say to yourself, like, I'm never going to be able to see it in my physical reality, because it prevents you from looking. When you start looking in the 3D, when you start looking for it, you are still being the person that doesn't have it, because you are saying, do I have it? I'm checking, I'm looking around, do I have it? And then your reflection's like, I don't know, do you have it? I'm literally just reflecting back to you, hun, so we're just going to go back and forth, and we're going to just both be saying, do we have it, do we have it, do we have it? Whereas if you're the only one that says, yes, I do have it, I've experienced it, I have it, I've decided this is my reality, I pick this, I choose this, that's that, there's no going back on it. So why are you looking around for evidence of it when you already have it? You literally already have it. It's like, it is the example, because it is backwards of what we've actually, most of us have been taught. It's completely backwards. So it's like, imagine your like favourite pair of socks, for example. God knows why that example's come up, but we're going with it now. So you've put on your favourite pair of socks that you have. You're literally wearing them. You've decided, I'm wearing these socks today. I've put them on. You know that you've decided, and you know that your foot has received the sock, and that is what you are wearing. Yeah. So then do you go about your day going, I have a pair of socks on, I have my favourite pair of socks on, I love my socks, I've had my pair of socks. Do you do that when you have something? Do you constantly reaffirm it? Do you constantly check to see if they're still there? Are you looking around in your 3D at your foot constantly just to check that you did actually put those socks on and that you actually have them? Or do you just stand in the knowing that my foot has received the sock and I am wearing the sock, and that's the end of it. And it is the same if it's a pair of socks or if it's like a Ferrari or perfect health or whatever it is that you want. It's the exact same. You make the decision, you receive it. At the point where you accept it as true for yourself, when you accept that as the truth, that's it. That is you receiving the manifestation. And it's not that you can't, sort of like remind yourself or reaffirm it in the sense of like, yeah, I do. Obviously I do. Well, yeah, I do. If you have like a contradictory thought or a feeling or whatever, you're like, no, I do. Like, what am I thinking? I already have it. Like, it's not about, you can't ever reaffirm it. I literally saw someone say, you can never reaffirm your desire because then you're starting again. I'm like, what do you mean starting? There's literally no beginning and no end to it. You either have it or you don't. Like, again, it's not even about that. It's about the acknowledgement and the choice and the decision. Yes, I have this as part of my reality. Because at the same time, if you do actually have your favourite pair of socks on, you're still going to be like, God, I bloody love these socks. Like, smashed it. I love these socks. Like, it's not like you're never going to think about them ever again. You just think about them and you're like, yeah, I love these socks, man. Like, every time I get them out the drawer, I'm like, yes, I love these socks. Why is it the socks? But it's not about the fact that you can't be like, yes, I do have this. Yeah, obviously I do. I love the fact that I have that. Yeah, I have it. It's like an acknowledgement. It's like a re-acknowledgement, not like a re-decision. Like you decide the one time and you're like, yes, this is my truth. I accept this. But anything after that, if you're just like, oh yeah, I love that. Yeah. Because it is part of your reality and it is yours. So obviously it's going to be in your awareness and your consciousness and it's going to come up and you're like, yeah, I have that. I love that. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you're because remember, the truth above all truths is the fact that you are literally unlimited and unconditional. So if you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be starting from square one if I ever say again to myself, I've decided this is mine. Like, that's literally just a limitation that you've placed on yourself that doesn't exist unless you say it does. But at the same time, it is the acknowledgement of like, yes, I've made a decision and I'm not going back on that. That literally is my reality now. That's it. There's no like, I've made the decision, I think, and now I'm gonna look about and have a little peek just to see if it's brewing. Like, that's not you making the decision. You haven't received it. When you receive it when you receive it at the point where you accept it, that's the manifestation done. That is it, done and dusted. And your 3D is literally, at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't really exist in the way that you think it does. It is literally just a reflection and it's all imagined. The whole thing is imagined. And it's not even like there is the separation between your internal and external. It is all the same thing. It is all just you and it is all happening inside the one consciousness that you are. It's all imaginary. But you just think that some things are physical and some things are not. But none of it really is. Anywho, enjoy the ramblings and yeah, when do you receive your manifestation? Have you received it or are you still waiting for somebody to UPS it? Have you received it or are you still being the person who's waiting to receive it?